Infinity Warriors VR. This is a game I've been looking at for a while, keeping my eye on it. Finally came up to a free weekend on the Oculus store, so get to check it out. Normally about $15 this weekend, on sale for $4.50. Also on the Steam store, normally $15 there as well, and this weekend on sale for $7.50. I imagine that's not any sort of a coincidence, but gotta say I'm a little disappointed. But worst case, I saved myself $5 and or $7.50 and or $15 with the free weekend. So go through starting areas. Pretty cool starting menu. Lots of detail. Interesting setup. Very gothic and mystical fantasy looking. This I really like. These are the trophies. So you can actually, they're like real trophies. You got a whole trophy case, and then for your big boy and girl trophies, you got these. So tell you what they do. Very detailed in the design and look. I'm probably not going to be earning any of these. We'll go into that why in a minute here. Thank you. One of the coolest things, these are actually kind of big hands for the VR games I've played. These seem a little bit larger than normal. But this is the coolest thing of this game, or one of the two coolest things. Yeah! Not sure why they put that in. I think last night it was kind of doing like a little guitar, like whenever I did that. Tonight it's not. Not sure what the deal is with that, but no biggie. You got your settings, your get out, rank. Don't really care about that. So we'll go ahead and get into the game.
Darkness and chaos have reclaimed the lands. And once again, heroes have come to this world to restore the light. So, basically this is almost like a wave horde mode defense type game. You get choice of weapons. You get sword and shield, you get bow and arrow, and you get pistols, which technically it's pistol and shotgun. Doesn't really belong with these other two, so not sure why, but I guess, hey, they had to go through all the generic VR weapon types. I've played at least one round with each set of weapons, and I'll go through the pluses and minuses with each one, because they all do play very differently. The downside is they all play pretty poorly, at least in compared to other VR games I've played. One thing to notice too is I do have my camera on because I want to make sure that anyone watching this gets an idea about the amount of effort it takes to play this game, because this is definitely not one that you want to sit down, especially if you're actually trying to do well at it, which, So we'll go through. I think what I'll do first is go through the ones that I did the worst with, which is going to be this one. So it actually looks really cool. You got your big old shield here with your big monster hand. You got your sword, which looks like a Final Fantasy VII Buster Sword. You can kind of charge it up by squeezing the trigger, and it does more damage. You can swing it and all kinds of stuff. And you got your shield. Now, the thing with the shield, and you'll see when I start playing, is for the most part the enemies just kind of run at you. I'd say 80% of them just kind of do that. There are some though that are range, and they just kind of sit back and take pot shots at you, which makes sense. One thing that doesn't make sense though is if you have a sword and shield, how are you supposed to get those guys? Well, I played, couldn't figure out. Finally I figured out. You squeeze a trigger on your shield and you're all like super duper palm power, which is a good idea, except for one, it's limited. It just ran out there. Two, this is your blocking, so you get used to block with your left, attack with your right, block with your left, attack with your right. But then you have to attack with your left, and then your right just kind of sits here not doing anything. So why they didn't tie that shooting power to your attacking hand so you could still block, I have no idea. But then it basically leaves you defenseless while you're trying to shoot. Also, not very strong. So, accidentally started the game, but whatever. That's pretty much all I had to say. Now, what you'll notice...
Show them your power!
Like I said, they pretty much just run at you, but they run at you quick, and they will scare the bejesus out of you. Like this dude, probably not so much. Oh, yeah, see, he just right up there. Now, I'm hitting his head. You can hear kind of like a ching, ching. That's a headshot. That's doing more damage. But even with doing more damage, it still took like 7 or 8 hits. And again, look at the effort I'm putting into taking down the second guy on the easiest level. Now, you can also do this. Sometimes hit him in the air, kind of do a juggle. But again, you're defenseless. It's another dude coming up and get you. Headshot, headshot. He explodes on me and hurts me. So, I got all these guys. Headshot, 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 headshot. Again, easiest level. 5 or 6 headshots for each one to take out. And they just keep coming and coming and coming. So there's a ranged guy. Oh, maybe not. And you can see it's barely hurting that guy. Here's more ranged guys. Headshot, 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 headshot. Like 4 or 5 headshots. Meanwhile, I just took an arrow in the face. And then this guy's sneaking up on me. And I have to attack. Attack him too. He's getting back up. Screen's getting red because I'm dying. Because... And this guy's still shooting at me the whole time. So I'm almost dead. That's why it's all red around here. And this guy's up here. This, yeah, arrow in the chest. Arrow in the face. Because I can't block. If I could shoot with this one, that would maybe help. But I can't. See? Now I'm sure if I played more, I'd get better at it. I realize that's there. But one little change in the design of switching these two would have went a long way. So, we'll try a power-up sword. Maybe that'll help. Maybe not. Now, they're going to come from all directions really fast. They do kind of sneak up on me. It scares me a little bit. Yeah, that's scary. But while I'm juggling him, this guy's coming. And another guy's going to come from the left, I'm sure. Even with the powered up, it's still taking 5 or 6 shots in the head to kill these guys. They're still coming up on me. And that shield doesn't always work. Oh, those are new. Yeah, you're ugly. You're ugly. And I got a guy shooting me over here. So as you can see, definitely not. Yeah.
Find the strength within
Well, he's
you.
got 2 heads, and I'm gonna guess that's that's. You guys are close. We'll take a moment here to kind of check out some detail. Pretty cool, pretty good. Sadly, that's not appropriate, guys. But yeah. And this is pretty much the game. You just keep going through waves and waves and waves and waves and waves. I assume of the same stuff. So we'll go ahead and try the bow and arrow. Then we'll do the guns. The guns I found were the easiest. Go through here. Now the bow. Most VR games with a bow, you just kind of do a boom, 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 boom kind of motion, and it works. This, you actually have to put it in first. You have to make that connection of the arrow in the little cork looking thing, then pull back. And this is not easy to aim at all. Even if you try and do like this, you're gonna find that it never really goes quite where you want it to, and you can't really pull back all that far to make much of a difference. So the other thing you can do is you can kind of swipe with your bow, but again, that doesn't really do that much damage.
So kind of a sword and shield situation.
Show them your power.
See, it's just, even when you hit them, you gotta do a headshot every single time. And then it definitely seems like they vary up the enemies depending on the weapon you're using too. Looks like they're giving me more range with this weapon, which is good. But again, the aim is just, there's no defense with this one. You're just, when they get in this close and they blow up on you like that, that was different. These guys are shooting me in the face. I can't hit these guys when you're in my face. There needs to be a little bit of an auto aim or an aim assist with this bow. And again, you can't just pull back and pull back. You have to actually notch it in there. And I'm sure, as I said with the other one, if I practice more, my aim would probably get better. But I mean, I'm getting really close that they couldn't. Another arrow in the face. So, bow's a little bit more effective than the sword and shield, at least. And what am I gonna do with this? Hey. Stab, stab. Yeah. This is at least a little easier than swinging that sword all around, but... Yeah. Alright, so now we'll do the next little part. And these guys run up much faster. Yeah, see, he's in my face already. He's hitting me. Ah, hi. And once they're on you, you can't shoot them. So now I'm just kind of flailing around because what else can you do? Yep. Again, it's just, and I can understand if this is the hard level, but to take that many shots to take something out on the second stage of the easiest level is a little bit ridiculous. Because I don't even know what those harder levels are. I could never do them. So last one. So, pistol is for pew-pewing. You can hold it down to charge it. 3 stages. Doesn't really seem to do that much more damage. The shotgun, this is actually pretty cool. So, shotgun does what you'd expect it to do. It's a shotgun. It's real close blast. But you also have a shield that kind of comes up. It's temporary. And you can't shoot through it. But it's nice when they come up and run up on you. To have some kind of defense.
Heroes, show them your power.
So again, starting off on a different level, probably because of the weapons I chose. Gun is not great, but again, the headshots are what matters. Here's a shotgun, kind of gets you some breathing room. And this guy still would have got up on my face. The shotgun really doesn't do that much damage, but it does keep them away from you. I started with this one and I thought, oh, this game's not too bad. And then I went to the other weapons. Thought against buying it at that point. It does have co-op. At least 2-player. Oh, forgot about those guys. But yeah, so these guys are kind of in the back, taking cheap shots. Throw up a shield so those guys can't hurt me. I'm trying to get that guy over there. So it's really about managing the enemies as they come at you. Keeping their distance away. Trying to shoot these idiots over here. I don't know, the aiming... Arrow in the face, why not? The aiming just... It doesn't feel... It's felt better in other games. Like Robo Recall is another good one from Other Sons. The shooting is much better than this. And I don't know if it's... Yeah. He was quick. Those the sound of those footsteps coming up on you is a little bit creepy, especially when you're not looking. Let's see if a charge shot does anything here. Oh yeah, that helps a little bit. Again, it's a shooting gallery, you know? It's not... You're gonna do some score attack or some time trial type thing, but there's no... You got this big world, you got these crazy demons, you got these fantastical weapons, and this is all you do. There's nothing to keep you going, there's no leveling, no items or inventory. I failed. You failed. Eternity Warriors, you failed to get my money. So, I don't know. Not a terrible game. It's more pretty than actual substance. That's pretty much it, other than the harder game modes and playing co-op. That's all there is to it. It's very unfortunate. We're taking a look, though.